Hello, and welcome back to MLB The Show 18 and the Jason Parham Road to the Show. I'm Tyrant Saber. Last time out, we struck out about 8 guys, gave up a couple runs, lost the decision, but we still won the game, so not a bad outing, all things considered. Certainly better than the one before it. So, what do we got? We are now a 63 overall by stats, but we're performing as a 60 overall. And that puts us about in line with some of our AAA counterparts. So I'm thinking it's not out of the question that we could be called up to AAA before the end of the year, even though the season is only going to be for about another month. So we are just going to go ahead and keep going and see what happens. What do we got? What do we need? What do we got? Video analysis, 2-seam break and hits per 9. That would be kind of nice, but we're getting pretty close to that hits per 9 cap. Fielding and reaction, that was worth thinking about. Seam control, cap. We're not anywhere near it, so I'm not worried about it. The distance throwing, can use higher cap eventually, but I'm not there yet. So I think what we're gonna do is bump up that circle, change control a little more, get that walks per 9 up. So
boy, great job.
This minor league team is reminded that the eyes of the organization are keeping tabs on them.
Okay, so it's time to get some training work in, so I guess we'll do that. Man, if I could only perform that well in every game. Up to my control and my break 3 whole levels. Wow. Alright, looks like next we'll be playing against the Springfield Cardinals, so let's get it.
The game's future stars are on display as minor league baseball comes your way on the show. Tonight, the second of 3 to start the week between the Springfield Cardinals and the San Antonio Missions. The Cardinals have won 5 games in a row. They'll look for number 6 right after this. Jason Parham, a right-hander from the Keystone State, gets the ball as the starter in this one. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
This guy's kind of hard to figure out. You think most pitchers would love pitching in their home ballpark, but he struggled at home so far this season. There hasn't been a lot of home cooking for this guy, and that's something he needs to turn around in a big way.
Now at the plate, James Vincent. He'll get us started in this one under the lights.
That's something that I had kind of seen for myself a little bit and then dismissed because I didn't think it was actually happening, but Jason seems to be working a little bit better outside his home confines than he does on the road.
Guys, we take a look at the home 9 as they take the field tonight. They came out on the losing end last time out and are in a bit of a skid. In fact, they've lost 7 of their last 10.
Yeah, Matty, they lost their last game. It was only by 1 run. They should be able, those are the tough ones, but they should be able to put this one behind them. These are the at-bats that can just flat out frustrate you. You go up there with a plan to work the count, and now you find yourself down 0-2, scratching your...
Oh, no. Sorry.
I'm not sure if he was trying to send a message early in the game or what, but I sure hope this doesn't carry over to the rest of the game. Sometimes things like this early in the game really sets the tone for problems later, but I hope that's not the case.
Nailed him right in the bicep. Ow.
In now, number 96. He drove in 2 of his club's 3 runs in last night's affair.
And he's a good base stealer. Of course he is. Why else would he be hitting leadoff?
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Now a bunt attempt here, and good hustle to get over and tag him for the out. And now we'll look at the starting lineup for the visitors in this one. What do you think they need to do to keep the winning streak a-rolling, D-Row?
Matty, I know I'm stating the obvious, but the middle of the order has to come through today. You got guys that are playing way above their pay grade on the periphery, and it's time for them to look and see the big boys do their job.
Stepping in, Luke Voigt. Great chance to drive in a run here in the early going. He's ready. Here's the first offering. A little bouncer.
Don't get too comfortable back there.
Come on, big dog. Get your pitch.
A 1 pitch on its way. Here's a strike. Well, this lineup's been good all season so far. They've looked especially dominant as of late. What's been clicking in particular for them lately, guys?
Yeah, I don't think we can be surprised. They're on fire right now. Continuing a hot start, Matty, no doubt. They've stayed strong. They've come out of spring training with one goal in mind, and that's to get to the postseason. Strong starting rotation, a lineup that doesn't quit. The guys seem to really rally around each other, and they got one of the strongest bullpens in the game.
Batting fourth.
So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Andreas Murillo. First shot for him here. 2 hits in 5 trips a night ago. Called a strike on the outer half, 0-1.
Okay, what do you think? Curveball? Well, I might be a
0-1
curveball for you.
delivery.
Oh,
A swing and a shot hit down the corner. And it'll fade just at the end and winds up a long foul ball.
let's not hang him like that if we can help it.
Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Swing and a little tapper.
Oh, you are hungry, man.
Here's the 0-2. And he'll take the fastball here inside off the plate. It's 1-2.
Well, I think that's a great spot for that pitch in on the hands. It wasn't a strike, but if he can command the movement in there, he's going to be very effective in this one.
Working for the punch out and the offering. Now a swing and a softly hit ground ball.
Come on.
Chavez comes up with it.
Second base, what are you doing?
And they take an early 1-0 lead.
Boy, that has to feel good as a hitter, D-Row. You get that base hit to give your team the lead. You have to feel good when you get down to first base.
Yeah, it's just a nice approach. You see him
I don't
turn to
believe
his
it.
boys right there and get fired up with the dugout. 100%, not trying to do too much, able to quiet the moment down, center himself, and come through in a big spot.
Now, if I were the one scoring this game, that would be some pretty bad defensive indifference on the part of the second baseman.
And in the first inning, with this guy already looking a little shaky on the mound, I'd have to think you'd have to throw him a strike right here. He hasn't proven to me that he can even get within the zone yet.
And he lays off a fastball here that looked pretty good, but it's 2-0.
All right, well.
Got his 2-0 fastball, but he was way behind. 2-1. Now he'll step off.
See it driving. Let's go. Right here. Hey, drive that pitch, huh? Here you go.
I don't really like that spot you're giving me, so let's try a circle change
Set
instead.
and the 2-1 pitch. He's
That's
fallen
not
behind
helpful.
Now 3-1. Robert Guevara would be next if they can keep this inning alive. Strike 2 called, and it's full 3-2.
Full count with 2 outs now, so if he could put the ball in the gap somewhere, he could have a good shot of driving in a run.
Yeah, let's try to keep that from happening. Curveball.
Softly hit to
Thank
the
you,
left side,
Colin.
but an easy play over at
Much
third.
obliged.
That'll be that. So a run on 1 hit, no errors, and a man left. On now to the bottom of inning number 1. Springfield's out in front, 1-0. set to get his evening at the plate started, Robert Guevara. And it's been a real struggle for him with the bat so far this year, looking to get things turned around in a hurry. Went about halfway there, but it's a called strike regardless.
Yeah, I think you had a pretty good shot at that one myself, but obviously you're the one with the bat.
Good job of holding up on the low ball there, and it's 1-2.
I love a well-executed changeup, especially one down in the zone. The only problem throwing it in that situation, you leave that belt high or miss your spot just a hair, and you could have some problems.
Yuck.
Even count, 2 balls and 2 strikes.
All right, well,
Here now the 2-2.
going a little further into the zone.
It is a
No.
fastball in off the plate for a ball.
From 0-2 to 3-2, what a great at bat to start this inning off. Hey, this could be a productive inning.
Oh,
That misses for ball
frick's
4.
sake.
So it's a leadoff walk here to start the second.
That's an excellent at bat right there. Fell behind early 1-2. Didn't panic or start chasing pitches out of the zone. He's able to lay off 3 pitches in a row, and he's standing on first with no outs. That's a great job.
Hey, all right, here we go now.
Into the box now, Ryan Jacques. As he pops the first pitch foul behind the plate. He'll enter play with that batting average, still shy of the 220 mark. 3 homers and 23 driven in.
Oh,
And
no.
this one gets away. And forget about the double play now as he'll move up to second here on the wild pitch.
Well, now might be a good time to make a visit to the mound. Your pitcher walks the first batter and allows him to get into scoring position with the wild pitch.
Oh.
Gotta settle him down and make sure everything's all right physically. That curveball stayed up in the zone. You'll see that often early in the game where a pitcher's trying to find that release point, particularly with his off-speed pitches. We'll have to keep an eye on him, see if he's able to settle down as this game moves on.
Full count, 3-2. Now the payoff pitch home is a called third strike right on the inside corner.
Oh, have a
Okay,
seat.
here's the defense for the home team. And if you look at the numbers on this team, defensively, they're in the top 5 fewest errors in the league. Flashing the leather, picking and grinning, keep an eye on them. They play stout defense.
Digging in, Andy Eastman. He went deep in the contest last night.
Andy Eastman.
Here comes the first pitch. Takes a
There we
fastball
go.
on the inside
Let's get some
corner.
more strikes.
Facing right-handed pitching so far this season, Eastman is below the Mendoza line. The batting average under 200, unfortunately.
He'd be the first to tell you he's not happy with his batting average this season, but he can beat you in a variety of different ways, and he has to because he wouldn't be here otherwise.
One time, right here.
Missed with a breaking ball.
Well, we all know he's not the greatest threat with the bat up there. His numbers certainly aren't that pretty.
Oh,
but hey, I give
oh,
him credit.
oh, oh.
He's really working the count right here.
3-1
All right,
to him
fine.
now.
Here's one you can hit.
Oh, you had him fooled there. It's 3-2 now.
There's a called strike on a changeup, not a particularly good one. That changeup up in the zone like this oftentimes gets hit very hard. Was able to get away with it that time, but if he's going to be successful, he's going to need to.
All right, well, I don't want to give up another walk here, so.
Ochoa is up with it. And he'll
Thank
take
you.
this one to the bag for the out. But meanwhile, the runner will move up 90 feet to third base. Now to the plate, the pitcher, Neville Mosher. He'll get to take his first cuts here.
Neville Mosher.
How we doing, Neville?
From the stretch. And a breaking ball stays outside. The 1-0. Finds the zone, strike one. Guevara at third with 2 away. Hit down the third baseline, but this will get foul. It's a ball and 2 strikes. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way.
Oh, dude, have a seat and get comfortable. Actually, you're going to be pitching just next, so you better not get too comfortable.
No hits, no errors, and a runner left. On now to the bottom of the second, and Springfield leads this thing 1-0. Ready for another chance? James Vincent. He was drilled by a pitch his last time up.
James Vincent.
So, what do you think? You want another one? No. All right, well, we'll do our best to provide you.
To deliver, here's the first pitch. And a fastball just
Man, I
below
can't
the
even
knees,
throw a
ball
ball
one.
up in the zone right.
And a step off.
We got no outs.
In there,
Ooh,
1-2
froze
now.
ya.
Be patient. It's your pitch, huh?
The 1-2.
Want this curveball? Come and get it.
Very weakly on the ground.
Yeah, you
That
wanted it.
rolls foul.
That was a nasty pitcher's pitch right there. Most guys strike out on that one. He was able to scramble at a little bit and give him another chance. And hopefully this pitcher misses over the heart of the plate.
How about another one? You like that?
And they'll try to get him
No?
fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2.
All right,
He's
how about
got him
one of
on the
these?
ropes at 2-2, but I don't think he'll try to get him out with another curveball. He's seen it already
Come on,
a couple
come
of
on.
times, so it's not
All
going to
right.
surprise him anymore.
Chavez will stay with it as he backs up and puts it away. One gone.
Boy, he showed some pretty good range, heading pretty deep into the outfield to bring that one down. Thought the outfielder might call him off, but he clearly had it under control.
Shortstop's trying hard today.
Standing in now, number 96. As he'll look at a fastball in there on the outer half. It's 0-1. They'll check in with an average still south of 230. No home runs as of yet, and 22 RBIs.
We got one here.
Behind 0-2 now.
About to hit 50 pitches in the third. Not ideal.
Now the pitch. Now a swing. and a
Oh,
miss here as
no.
he's down on
Have a
strikes.
seat
So
and
it's
get
2 up, 2
comfortable.
down to begin the third.
Hey, let's go right
Striding into the box, Luke Voigt. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. First pitch on its way. Pushed softly over toward the right side.
He got one.
And that's in there, so perhaps some life here with 2 men out. So he picks on the first pitch here and is able to extend the inning.
Boy, D-Roll, that ball wasn't hit very hard, but when you're struggling like this guy is, any knock is a good knock.
Yeah, 100%. He doesn't usually get those. He has to square it up mid-barrel to find a way to get a knock. He hasn't had much luck this year, but he'll take that any day.
Into the box, Andreas Murillo, as the changeup to him drops in there for the first strike.
Hey, now we got 2.
On its way, the 0-1 pitch.
Oh,
Swing and a
no.
miss way behind the big fastball.
Where was that going?
Some guys have no trouble hitting with 2 strikes, and some guys never want to get there. Let's see the approach right here. I'd like to see him shorten up a little bit, maybe choke up and try and work the ball back up the middle the other way.
Okay, a little curveball. Try it.
Like you can. Let's
Hopefully we won't have another wild pitch that sends him scrambling to the... Yeah.
And boy, he didn't quite know what to do on that one, but he's lucky to barely get back at first.
And here we go.
And make your pitch. Right?
Yeah.
Make your pitch.
I don't think so. I've had enough of that one.
The 1-2. Hit hard on the ground to second. And that's through for a hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
You know, your offense just throws a number up on the board for you. The last thing you want to do is go out there and not throw a donut up for the boys. He was able to get those first 2 outs so quick, but now with a hit and a single, he finds himself in a
Oh,
little bit of
Blue,
trouble.
please.
Jerry Mendez is at the plate as he looks at ball 1. Ready with the 1-0. And this is fouled at the plate. Voigt. At second, Murillo. At first, 2 out in the inning.
Hey, need you right here. Need you.
A fastball that just misses inside.
Great chance right here as a hitter to be aggressive. You can pretty much count on a pitcher. He's trying to get back in the strike zone. And with 2 guys.
Thank you.
We'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to end the inning. So it's no runs on 2 hits, no errors, and 2 men left stranded. We'll head now to the home half of inning number 3. All tied at 1-1.
And mighty Jason up to bat.
Next to hit will be the pitcher, Jason Parham, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. First delivery to him on the way. Heading out towards shallow right. Mendez has a play, and he brings it in for the second out of the inning. Digging in for his second at-bat, Robert Guevara. He drew a walk his first time up.
Robert Guevara.
That one was pretty juicy, I can't lie.
Ground ball right side.
See, that's the kind of play I want out of my second baseman. Run over there and get it. Don't just kind of stand there.
Digging in to try it again, Ryan Jekyll. He got called out on strikes his last time through. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Ball chopped foul right at home plate, and it's 0-1.
He kind of almost sat on that a little bit.
Favorable call in there for a strike.
Yeah, let's go ahead and do that.
And
I got him again. Got another one.
Man, he's plunked in this one.
Well, he's really been good all game long until that one. He was definitely not trying to hit a guy when he's got 2 strikes on him. It just appeared that it got away from him.
Stepping in now, Andy Eastman, as he takes a cold strike at the knees. It's 0-1. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Fastball called for strike 2.
He's had to be sitting out over that outer half of the plate. For him to take those first 2 pitches right there, finds himself 0-2. I'll be surprised if the pitcher doesn't go right back to that spot.
I'm not going back to that spot just because the umpire is doing a not great job of calling it consistently.
Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses 1-2. The 1-2 pitch. Had to sit back on the changeup, and he did a good job to get the bat on that one. Jacques stands at first with 1 out.
I see you.
Hey, let's go, big fella.
On the ground is short. This could be
Get him.
2.
Come on.
Cleanly. 1 there. Relay to first in
Yeah.
time, and just like
all right.
His side is retired. Nothing doing here this half. On now to the bottom half of inning number 4. All tied at 1-1.
Plays a 1 here.
So coming
we're
to the
plugging
plate,
along.
Neville Mosher. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. First delivery to him on the way. Hit toward the right side. And the 5th inning will start with a ground out, 1 away.
1 pitch, 1 out. Bye.
Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, James Vincent. He flew out in his last at-bat. Here comes the first pitch. And a curveball that time that broke too low.
Seeing rip it up there.
The 1-0 home. He's laid off, but in there for strike 1.
Really feels like he's just on cruise control out there on the mound right now.
Yeah, it really does, Matt, but this offense isn't helping him too much. It sort of feels like the next team to score is going to win this thing.
2-1.
Let's not plunk any more guys,
Bases are
please.
empty, 1 man out.
Had enough of that.
Hit hard down the right field line, but that's a foul ball.
Hey, come on now, 1 time right here.
The 2-2. Doesn't get the zone. Count full now.
Hey, have a rip at it up there, huh?
All right, I'm gonna try to slide one in there. Top corner inside. See if we get it.
Ooh, off with that one. And he'll reach first as they can't make the play on him.
Somebody's going to be icing their thumbs after this game. That's a jam sandwich, but able to mix in a knock.
Ready once again, number 96. 0 for 1 for him here in this one.
I don't want to see another bunt out of you, fella.
From the stretch. Strike one to start the at-bat. A wave and a miss.
Oh, no.
Behind a good fastball.
Good job of making him chase that pitch down below the strike zone. That's where you want to pitch when you're looking for the double play ball.
Now a throw over, and he has to dive, but he's back in easily.
You stay right where you're at, mister.
In a 1-1 tie. And look out.
Oh!
That's the third batter hit by a pitch, and this could become a big problem.
Well, no one really likes getting plunked by a pitch, but
come on,
as long as it doesn't do too much damage, most guys will take it any day. A free pass can be a big deal if the guys behind you can make it hurt for the pitcher.
John Parker takes the mound to try to get out of this mess. There are 2 on with only 1 away.
Yeah. Got to put a muzzle on me because I am just a rabid dog today. Okay, survey says.
You can just see that the confidence is radiating off of them out there right now. That's 6 wins in a row, and this looks like a train that's not about to slow down anytime soon.
Tonight's ball game comes to a close, 3-1 the final. The Cardinals rode an important 6th inning to victory in this one. Neville Mosher wins his 3rd of the season. Reggie Sinisi closes the door for the save, his 5th of the year. So that'll just about do it. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB The Show. For more, don't forget
we gave up one. No, we got pulled in the 5th, so that wasn't our fault. Oh well. Until next time, I'm Tyrant Saber, and I will see you at the ballpark.